Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Wings as they go up against the Chicago Sky. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. And already just a little bit into the season, the elite teams are starting to separate themselves.
Yeah, and for the teams in the opposite position, this is a critical time as well. You don't want to dig too big of a hole.
Absolutely. With the level of competition in the WNBA, it's not easy to get back into playoff position once it hits the midway point of the season.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Harrison. Outside Mabry. Jacks up a three. McCowan with the rebound. Arike Agumbawale on the wing. That one falls.
Fantastic dish from McCowan. Easy hoop for the team. Love it when a center can move the ball.
And here's Harrison. Pass to Williams. To Shields. Outside for Mabry. Clock at 6. To Shields. From past the arc, Arike Agumbawale pulls it in. Here's Dallas now. Burton. First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by. Out to Howard. Burton. Agumbawale from long range. Gets it to go from downtown.
What a score. Agumbawale is a primetime threat to shoot off the catch.
Right side to Shields. Pass to Harrison. Mabry, guarded now by Agumbawale. To the middle. Here's to Shields. Up and in on the layup.
And the level of commitment the Shields has. Excellent job taking on the physical defense and finishing.
Now here is McCowan. There's Agumbawale with the three. The shot misses.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Pass to Harrison. Mabry. Harrison the screen. Now here's Mabry. He's covered closely. Outside to Shields. Yes, and a nice assist from Marina Mabry. It's a tie ball game.
Well, you love to see that offensive mindset from DeShields, and really she's showing that she is not afraid to extend her range.
It's Burton. There's Agumbawale with the three. Knocks down the three ball.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
And when you think of Arike Agumbawale, her scoring is the thing that comes to mind immediately.
This is her role, and she does it well. She's a volume shooter who can score from all three levels. And I appreciate how fearless she is.
Some impressive creativity from Mabry, operating the pick and roll like a surgeon.
Pass to Agumbawale. From the arc. And again, it's Dallas with a three.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
Here's to Shields. She has 5. Outside Mabry for 3. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
Great play by Mabry. What an answer from beyond the arc.
Now Burton looking for her first basket still in this one. Agumbawale. Mabry covering. Pass to Burton. Agumbawale. Here's Howard. From deep. A rebound by DeShields. Here's Allen. They get a hand on it. Outside Mabry. There's the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Lindsay Allen.
You like to see it. She's been working really hard to get good looks, and it's paying off here early.
Outside Agunmawale. Count it.
Right now, Agunmawale is doing whatever she wants. And if you're the defense, that is a big problem.
Allen with it. Pass to Harrison. Williams with it. Mabry. Feet out, and there the Sky with another bucket.
Well, they can't ask much more of her than what she's done this quarter.
Outside Agunmawale. From outside, off the mark.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here's Williams. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Mabry. Tasha Howard pulls it in.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Lopez Seneschal. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Tremendous make from Louis Lopez. She can hit those tough shots.
And here's Mabry. 10 points for her. Outside to Shields. Outside Mabry. 5 to shoot. Down low, Williams. Good work defensively by Tierra McCowan. So it's Dallas now. Agunmawale with it. And Williams picks her up defensively. Pass to Howard. And the shot is good.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
All right, listeners coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Breakers Dance Crew.
Mabry up top. Onion Wade. Outside Evans. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Harrison. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dana Evans.
Great footwork by Harrison, so active. A very nice pick and roll partner who will cut hard.
Here's Cannon. Now Howard fires for 3. Misses that one. She's made one and missed 2 shots this game. To the inside. Turner with the bucket.
The quality trip down the floor. Onyenwere providing the assist to a very open teammate.
The Wings trail. Pass to Cannon. Now Howard. Onyenwere covering. Howard can't get it to go.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Inside. Here's Harrison. Tries yet again. And no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Dangerfield outside. To the paint. Cannon. Now here's Mabry. She's got 10. From the line. Rebound Dallas.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with herself. That's one she expects to make.
Dangerfield with it. Picked up by Harrison. Dangerfield outside. Pass to Cannon. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Cans it from downtown. The Sky trail. Outside Mabry. On the wing, Dana Evans. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Wings. They lead by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Wings, what do you guys think?
I think the roof is up, but get some people some umbrellas. It has been raining in here. A lot of threes.
Yeah, you know I'm a huge umbrella guy, but hey, when it rains, it pours. And they haven't let up from beyond the arc.
And so it's Chicago with it. They trail by 1. Outside Carter. Williams the screen. Back to Carter. 3-pointer. Brown grabs the board. And it's the Wings ball. Pass to Ogunbowale. Sims. Here's Cannon. Back to Sims. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
Well, on the floor, Odyssey Sims has outstanding fundamentals. Love to see her find the wide open teammate there.
Now here's Onyenwere. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Turner a screen. Back to Evans. Carter. The tray connects from 3-point range.
You see Carter's versatility. She can beat you off the dribble, but she can also beat you off the catch.
Outside Ogunbowale. Pass to Sims. Cannon. Onyenwere covering. Now Ogunbowale. 13 points in this game. Here's Segrist. He drains it in as the shot clock ticks down. One of the most consistent scorers in the WNBA, Arike Ogunbowale.
And you want to talk instant impact? Arike finished 3rd in scoring her rookie year. Every season, She gives you just about 20 per game. Ogunbowale has one of the best career averages in league history as well.
Now here's Williams. Turner a screen. From downtown, hits it from three-point range. Sims with it. Outside Ogunbowale. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
A powerful player who's a handful for any defender. At times, all you can do is foul Brown.
And this is her first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. That one falls, so she hits both of them. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Evans. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Williams. Right side, Evans. Sinks that one from the post.
Don't be fooled by Evans' 5'6" height. Dana can more than hold her own around the hoop.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Arike Ogunbowale on the wing. Fires from deep. Comes up empty, and she's now 5 for 8. Now here's DeShields. She's got 5. Shoots over Lopez Seneschal. DeShields can't hit.
Not pretty. You gotta just shake off a miss like that.
Pass to Lopez Seneschal. Burton. Back to Lopez Seneschal. There's the triple. It's good from long range.
Well, this team leans on the three-point shooting of Seneschal. That is her best skill.
Here's DeShields. Allen with it. Now Onyenwede. Pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. And it's Lopez Seneschal with the rebound. Dallas in the lead. Down low. Brown. And it's good. Coming off the assist by Lou Lopez Seneschal.
Solid find by Lopez Seneschal. She's all for making her teammates better.
Now here's DeShields. Defended by Lopez Seneschal. Outside Evans. Back to DeShields. Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Great decision by DeShields. Surveys the D. Diamond took what she was given there.
Pass to Cannon. Lopez Seneschal. Right side Ogunbowale. That one doesn't drop. Outside Evans. Here's Allen. Back to Evans. Pass to Williams. DeShields. Williams the screen. This one for 3. They get it again. Second shot opportunity, and that's off the glass and in.
One of her real strengths, Williams can collect her teammates' misses, turn them into points.
It's Burton. She's covered by Allen. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, you gotta like her shot selection today. She set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's DeShields. Defended by Lopez Seneschal. And Kalani Brown picks up the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
Team's first team foul. Substitution on the court.
the inside. Kicks it out to DeShields. Chicago again missing. Now here's Agumbawale. Defense right on her. Off target from outside.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's DeShields. She's got 8. Williams the screen. 5 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Chicago.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
Brown covered by DeShields. Up top of Agumbawale. Pass to Burton. Launches a 3. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
Guarding her on the perimeter, it might not be a priority for them right now, but it will be if she keeps hitting those.
Chicago trailing here. Now Onyenwere. Pick by Onyenwere. Now here's Allen. Right side, Williams. Bucket is good.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
And here's Burton. Pass to Lopez Seneschal. Howard with the ball. Arike Agumbawale on the wing. Screen by Howard. There's Agumbawale with the 3. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Timeout called the Sky.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your breakers. Get through.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Williams with it. She has 7. Pass to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Rebound Dallas. There's Agumbawale with the 3. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Now here's Agumbawale. 22 points for her. Pass to Burton. Lopez Seneschal. Now Agumbawale. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now Allen. Mabry. Drains it from beyond the arc.
She's picking up where she left off in the first quarter, from downtown at least.
It's Burton. She's covered by Allen. Arike Agumbawale on the wing. Screen by McCowan. There's Agumbawale with the three. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to her total, and that's 9 for 15 shooting. Now here's Allen. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. It's Marina Mabry with the drive. Puts up a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Lindsay Allen.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in each quarter for her so far.
Outside Agumbawale. Howard the screen. Takes the three. And again, it's the wings from deep.
Strong answer from Ogunbowale, a title winner in college. She is a flat-out competitor.
And we finished one half of play. It's the Wings up by 7. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. The second half beginning in a moment. And Arike Agumbawale has been sensational here.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Now the second half about to get started up again any moment. Here's Allen. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. Pass to DeShields. Here's Mabry. To the middle. DeShields. Count that one.
Beating the defense inside DeShields is an incredible competitor. Coming from an elite sports family will make you that.
It's Burton. Lopez Seneschal outside. Shoots over to Shields. Lopez Seneschal can't hit. Sky trail. Marina Mabry draws the double. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, people think of Mabry as a shooter, and she is a great one. But Marina also is more than a capable playmaker.
Outside Agumbawale. Allen with the steal. Fast break Chicago. Here's DeShields. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Looking at Natasha Howard, what a job she's done remaking her game.
Well, you look at her first 4 years, she made just 4 total three-pointers. But as the game has evolved, so has Natasha, adding that three-point stroke. Credit her for putting in that off-season work. Just like all the best guards, the elite guards in the world, Arike Ogunbowale finds ways to score inside.
Now here's Allen. Marina Mabry for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Lindsay Allen.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks and hit 3 of 4 of them.
Pass to Howard. Over Harrison. And again, it's Dallas converting.
It's pretty simple for Howard. She went to the gym, worked her tail off, and the 2018 most improved player can hit from here now.
Now here's Mabry. 21 points in the game. Inside, kicks it out to DeShields. Pass to Allen. Harrison, guarded by Howard. Clock at 4. To the inside, Mabry. She hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Everything going to plan to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
McCowan with the ball. And here's Agumbawale. Now here's McCowan. And she gets it to go.
Obviously, McCowan's 6'7" size helps her down low, but she also has a little host of ways to beat you in some nice touch.
Pass to Harrison. Here's Williams. Now DeShields for the tie. And again, it's the sky from deep.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right, 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over. Here's Howard. Burton, she's covered by Allen. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Agumbawale's doubled. Shot clock at 6. Burton can't hit. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Back to McCowan. It's Burton. She's covered by Allen. Burton gets the bucket.
Tremendous job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave her a little pump fake, and it opened it right up for her.
Now Allen. Pass to DeShields. Back to Mabry for the lead. Rebound Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Burton. A kick out to Agumbawale. Burton. Lopez Seneschal with it. Picked up by Harrison. Back to Lopez Seneschal. Over Mabry. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Perhaps the D was focusing too much on Agumbawale. Maybe that's why she found a wide open teammate.
And here's Mabry. She's got 23. To the paint. Williams. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
So adept at reading defenses. Mabry is also pretty skilled at finding teammates off the pick and roll.
Outside, Agunmawale. Off target with the three.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. Well, there's a lot of great athletic families in the WNBA, but the DeShields family is certainly up there.
Well, Diamond, of course, an all-star and champion. Her dad and brother both playing in the big leagues, and her mom, ho-hum, just an all-American track star. I mean, incredible. Can you imagine those backyard basketball games in the DeShields family?
And the first one at the line is good.
Averaging over 14 points per game in her first season in the WNBA, DeShields entered the league with a bang.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Dallas now. It's Burton. He has 5. Lopez Seneschal outside. The three-pointer, no good. A basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a pretty long time coming.
Pass to Harrison. Mabry, defended by Lopez Seneschal. DeShields with it. 6 to shoot. Turner with the ball. McCowan defending. And that puts them in the lead. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, she's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Really just tough to see.
And when you see a player have to come out of the game like this, I mean, I'm just hoping for the best.
Absolutely. Let's hope we get an update that tells us it's nothing major. That would be the best news.
Pass to Burton. Agunmawale. The three from Natasha Howard drains the three-pointer.
Well, that's the decisiveness you need to have on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Howard doesn't really second-guess her shot attempts.
Now here's Allen. Outside Mabry. Now here's Turner. Back to Mabry. And she lays it straight in. The Wings trail. Pass to Lopez Seneschal. Screen by Lopez Seneschal. And here is Howard. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Those types of mistakes are magnified when it's a tight game like this.
Chicago with the ball. Pass to Onyenwere. Turner with the ball. Diamond DeShields from outside. It's hauled in by Cannon.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebounding stats for both teams are almost identical.
Yeah, they've battled to a standstill on the boards, but the game isn't over yet. We'll see who keeps up the energy.
It's Burton. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Releases. And there are the Wings with another bucket.
A great game for her offensively. She's been a factor.
Chicago trailing here. Pass to DeShields. Chicago again missing. Here's Agunmawale. Now Cannon shoots the 3. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Three-pointers keep dropping. You sense the frustration mounting for these defenders, their coaches, their fans, everyone.
Yeah, they just have not been able to take that shot away.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And you see her play tonight, and a night like tonight for Mabry, it's why she's in the league, to score and score in bunches.
It's Burton. She's covered by Allen. Now Cannon. She has 6. Here's Burton. And again, it's the wings from deep.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to cut it.
Allen with it. Past Onyenwede. To Shields. Outside Mabry. Allen with it. The shot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. It's Burton. Pass to Lopez Seneschal. Now Cannon. From 18 feet away. And again, it's Dallas converting.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Onyenwede. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Turner with the ball. Brown's there. Pass to DeShields. From outside the arc. Enrique Agumbawale pulls it in. And here's Burton. Back to Agumbawale. Allen with the steal. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Wings, up 6. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And welcome back as we get rolling once more. Fourth quarter right ahead, and what'll be a very well-contested game. Dallas with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Segrist outside. Sims. Pass to Cannon. Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
Well, tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what's happening here.
You nailed it, and as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Now here's Evans. Now here's Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Williams. Basket counts.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Pass to Cannon. Agumbawale with it. The three-pointer off the mark.
So much for repeating her three-point barrage she put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second half.
Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Robin Parks.
Dallas in the lead. Pass to Cannon. Sims. Evans covering. Outside Agumbawale. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Another 3. And the D hoping they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half.
Here's Parks. And here's Williams. She's covered by Brown. Back to Evans. To the inside. And Williams gets it to go.
What movement from Williams. She's dangerous in the pick and roll going to the hoop.
Outside Agumbawale. Agumbawale is doubled. Sims to the paint. Here's Brown. Puts the move on. Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Pass to Williams. It's hauled in by Cannon.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Here's Cannon. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make him pay.
Now here's Evans. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall. Here's Cannon, defended by Turner. And that one's good.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Pass to Parks. Williams, she's covered by Brown. From inside. And here's Onion Wade. Good on the three-point shot.
But you go back to her college days. I mean, Onion Wade has put a lot of work into her three-point shot, and we're seeing the results.
Sims up top. Evans covering. Here's Agumbawale. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Sky trail. Outside Evans. Parks. Back to Evans. Pass to Turner. Williams. She's covered by Brown. And Williams gets it to go.
So clutch. She's been efficient down the stretch, making the most of her opportunities.
Outside Agumbawale. Agumbawale's double. Outside Sims. To the left wing. Inside. Brown. The second chance effort. And she lays it in.
Talk about playing with intensity. On the offensive glass, Brown is a matchup nightmare.
Here's Parks. Pass to Williams. Onion Wade. Left side Williams. And here's Evans. Over Sims. And another basket for Chicago.
Sticking that mid-range, Jay. I love watching Evans use this area of the floor.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on, loud for your breakers gets through.
Here's Howard. Outside Agumbawale. Agumbawale's double. Burton. Agumbawale. Mabry covering. Shot clock at 6. It's Lou Lopez Seneschal on the wing. She's guarded by Williams.
The silky smooth jumper of Louis Lopez. Yeah, I could watch it all day.
Here's Allen. Pass to Mabry. Williams. Williams sets the screen. Here's to Shields. Burton with the rebound. Here's Dallas now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Agumbawale. Howard. That one falls, coming off Arike Agumbawale's nice feed.
A new wrinkle to her game. Howard didn't even make a 3 until her 3rd year in the league. Now, she's a bona fide three-point threat.
Now here's Mabry. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
Harrison with the ball, guarded by Howard. Here's Allen, just 4 to shoot. Pass to Mabry. Takes the 3. Howard with the rebound.
I like the bold move of going right back at her to return the 3, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Now Burton. Here's Agumbawale. She's guarded by Williams. Howard the screen. Launches it. And they double up Natasha Howard. Here's Burton. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. Outside Mabry. Pass to Williams. Now Allen. To stop the drought. That's good on the jumper. And here's Burton. Up top, Agumbawale. Agumbawale is doubled. A 3 from Natasha Howard. Rebounded by Mabry. On offense, here are the Sky. They trail by 6. Pass to Williams. Mabry. Back to Williams. Now Allen. Shot from free throw range. Howard with the rebound.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
It's Burton. Lopez and Shaw outside. Agumbawale. Brown. She's covered by Allen. Clock is at 3. And a basket by Brown.
Great to see Howard find her wide open teammate. She continues to develop her ability to make plays.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. Mabry with it. Marina Mabry draws the double. Here's Allen. Chicago again missing. Dallas in the lead. Albert. Pass to Brown. Here's Agumbawale. Allen with the rebound. Outside Mabry. Here's DeShields. Williams the screen. Free throw line jumper. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass paying off that time.
The D got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
First team foul.
Pass to Lopez Seneschal. Williams with the steal. Outside to Shields. Mabry. For 3. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
Well, turning up the intensity when they need it most, Mabry gets the much-needed shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for the Wings. Veronica Butler.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, we're watching the huddle. I think the coach is telling them to take the easy points in a hurry, then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just foul blindly, though. Go for the steal with all they've got before that.
Yeah, you could go for the steal for a second or two, then foul.
Make some noise, fans.
Now here's Mabry. Guarded now by Agumbawale. Buries it! What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
A very effective shooter. Mabry well within her range there. Almost a layup if she's open.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Agumbawale is such a leader on this team, so when she goes to the stripe in these moments, her team trusts her.
And so she drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
And then a steal or foul to stop the clock.
It's good! And she has brought them within 2 points. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Wings. Enrique Aguilera.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
What stands out about Arike Ogunbowale is that she's not just a volume scorer. She's also, fearless with the ball. And anytime she finds a shot, she just won't hesitate to take it.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Three-pointer diamond to Shields. And it falls! And that shot brings them within just one. Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Fifth team foul. At the line for the Wings. Enrique Aguilera.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up 2. So she gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And so it's Dallas who scrape by with the win. And they break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
This is a win they should take a ton of pride in. They battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up